Shit, if you tuning in right now, I'm about 2 months in doing this time, knocking this shit out. Just know that I'm coming back. Shit, right back. I ain't cheating, nigga. Keep tuning in to the general. I ain't left yet.
I ain't gonna be the one to tell you nigga trapping is a sin. I'ma tell you like it is. Go on, get that money then. If you sellin' rocks to cop that drop for that Benz, what the fuck you waiting for? Go on, get that money then. When you stacking ends, man, your friends ain't your friends. I'ma tell you like it is. Go on, get that money then. When that paper callin', go on, get that money then. When that paper callin', go on, get that money.
Yo, welcome to General Conversation. I'm your host, the 10th Ward General, at Meech Home on IG. Today, we gonna do a topic, man, that's kind of touching. For me, I got my favorite person in the world, my son. Say what's up, Lil Meech.
What's up, Dick?
We gonna have a conversation, man. This ain't for no clout. This is for me, my own personal therapy to ensure that my son understand certain things in life and what's going on and him becoming a man and a king and how important it is to me to make sure that my son understand what it means to be a man. He gonna always be able to look back at this and remember what his daddy told him. You know what I'm saying? So this is the purpose for me, So we gonna go ahead and get started. So what's up, son?
What's up?
I know you probably looking like, what's going on, Dad? I'm talking about why you here or something, huh? No, I want to talk to you because you aware of what's going on, right? You know where Daddy got to go, right?
Yeah,
And how that make you feel?
sad.
You sad? But you know your daddy gonna be home, and you know what Daddy always taught you and said to you, right? Becoming a man, right?
Yes.
So I want you to understand, like, I'm here to give you a little game because you know you my son and I love you, right?
Yes.
All right, so look, man, first and foremost, I want you to know that you're going to become a man one day, a king, and you're going to have to make certain decisions in life when you get your own family because you're going to be a man. First and foremost, you're going to be a king, a black man that stands, protects, provides, and to do absolutely everything for his family. You understand? Just like how your daddy do. You understand?
Yes.
We have all type of conversations. It ain't no different. We just having it on camera now, right?
Yes.
Okay, but see, I want you to understand something. This is why Daddy be kind of hard on you sometime about being soft because I don't want this world to confuse you. You understand?
Yes.
You a man, and you gonna be a man, and you gonna be a damn good man. Because the world is kind of confusing because they got dudes wanting to be women and shit. That's not gonna be us. You understand?
Yes.
We are full grown men. Ain't nothing wrong with being a man. See men that be try to be women like that, son, it's because they weak. They weak minded. It's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because a man should never want to be a woman. God created you as a man. So he put whatever a man have to endure, you can endure it because you a man. God made you this way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, don't get confused out here with these guys wanting to dress like women, want to act like women. That's why I always tell you that soft shit, ain't no room for that. Remember when Daddy told you that the world don't care about your tears?
Yes.
That's what I mean. Don't nobody care about you crying. Only person gonna care about you crying is me and your mama and maybe a couple other family members, your granny and everybody, you know what I'm saying? But the world ain't gonna care. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's why I need you to always be strong and, stand up for yourself. Don't let nobody run over you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, like I was saying before, becoming a man, like, yeah, we don't have time for all that other shit. Like, some people be confused. Like I was saying, some dudes be weak-minded. So they can't endure the pressures of being a man, you know what I'm saying, and standing for something and being able to, you know what I'm saying, act accordingly as a man should, being a warrior, being a provider. They don't want to accept the responsibility, so they want to act like females. You know what I'm saying? So they want to act like a woman or try to transgress into a woman, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand what it means to be a man. To be a man is a prideful thing, son. It's a beautiful thing. Because when you become a man, you understand certain things. It's certain things that grow inside you. It's like having a fucking superpower. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
that makes you stronger than the rest. It makes you one of the most dominant species on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Becoming a man, because you're going to have to endure a lot. You know what I'm saying? To achieve manhood. But you can be proud of being a man because you went through something and you understand what it means to be a man. That means you have to have morals. You have to stand for something. You have to be loyal to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you loyal to, you going to have a purpose in this world. You understand?
Yes.
And finding all those things makes you become a man. You know what I'm saying? It makes you a strong man at that. You understand?
Yes.
And I just want you to know that, because one day you're going to be a black man out here and you're going to have to deal with bills. You're going to have to deal with different day-to-day structures, different day-to-day problems. You're going to have to build morals and loyalties in your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And, you know, it's a lot with becoming a man. So I want you to always know that, you know, men have certain rules and shit that they have to follow as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
One is being able to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? So say like you and your friend, y'all go to the store, right?
Yeah.
And y'all both stealing. Y'all steal some chips or something. Y'all steal a couple pieces of candy, right? You get caught. Your friend get away. By no means, under no circumstances, you supposed to tell on your friend that he was stealing with you. That's called snitching. We not doing none of that shit. You understand? Ain't no telling on. If you chose to do something wrong, then you have to accept what comes with it. That's called accountability, right? So by under no circumstances is you supposed to say, well, such and such was stealing too, and he didn't get caught, but we both was stealing. No, that ain't how that go. You have to just say, yeah, you caught me, I was stealing, it's my fault, end the discussion. I'm the only one that was stealing. You have to do that because it's called being a man. You see what I'm saying? That's a part of being a man. If you decide to do something that you know is wrong and you get caught, you have to man up. You understand?
Yeah.
Don't take nobody else down with you. Even though certain other guys do it, you don't be one of them. You hear me?
Yes.
You stand up for yourself and you stand on business. You don't tell no shit when you decided to do something wrong. But that comes later on in life. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, you will see. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is I want you to understand that you don't have to be a follower neither. Just because such and such and them stealing don't mean that you got to steal. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't. You feel me? If it's something you want, you can ask your daddy, you can ask your mommy, you can ask your grandfather, you can ask any of your uncles, you can ask any of your daddy friends who numbers and stuff you got. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to steal nothing, right? But yeah, being a follower, you won't have to be no follower, man. If you see, I notice, you know, when you be playing and you be around others, you kind of like to try to fit in, and that's cool. You know, everybody try to fit in. You young, you want to hang out with the friends, but if they don't want to hang with you, then you just got to find new friends. You got to find the ones that you like that like to hang with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to try to fit in nobody else's circle, son. You know that we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So when you see, you know, kids get to acting funny like they don't want to play with you or they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, then disengage from them. Which mean disengage mean fall back. Don't even, okay, you don't want to play with me? Cool, I don't need to play with you. I'll go find the ones that want to play with me and we'll start our own little circle. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it happens. I done seen it happen. I know how I be at the playground. I was a kid once too. You know what I'm saying? But you got to learn that early so you don't have to get sucked in to doing something you don't want to do just to make people happy. You know what I'm saying? Or be happy with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's another thing. Like I say, the world ain't gonna care. The world is sometimes a cruel place. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to be ready for it, because daddy ain't gonna always be around. And I'm sorry, son. You know what I'm saying? That daddy gotta leave you. You know what I'm saying? I made some poor decisions in my life. That's why I always want you to be the smartest. so you don't make the same mistakes daddy made. Because daddy ain't gonna let you. Daddy making all the mistakes for you right now, so you don't have to make none. You can see where daddy went wrong and had to leave. Now you don't have to. So you don't have to make no wrong decisions, okay? That's why daddy go get all the money he can just to make sure you straight. You know what I'm saying? But daddy messed up and I had to be held accountable. I let you down because I gotta go, so I gotta leave for a year, maybe a year and a half or 2 years, or whatever. You understand?
Yeah.
But daddy's sorry about that. And I wanna apologize to you personally. You know what I'm saying? In front of the world, in front of the camera. You know, I already told you, daddy, you know what we talked about, right?
Yeah.
But I just want you to understand something, man, that daddy love you more than anything on this planet. You my only son, my only child, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know that, right?
Yeah.
And so it kind of hurt me that I gotta leave you, but I know you strong enough to hold it down. You know how to man up and be a man and hold the house down, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna help with the dishes? No, you ain't.
Yes, I am. Unless I gotta wash
What
the
you gonna do?
dishes.
What's gonna be your responsibility while daddy gone?
Take out the trash, wash the dishes, sweep.
Okay, what about school? What you gonna do for daddy while you gone to school? You gonna get them good grades for me?
Yeah.
Cause what daddy always tell you about? That math and that what? Learn them numbers, right?
Yeah.
Cause you gotta be a numbers man out here. You know what I'm saying? The numbers add up. You know, it's cool to want to play the game all day, but you got to take the time out to get smart. Being smart is more than anything on this planet. You know, I see it's some kids out here that's gonna grow up, they gonna be little YNs and shit, running around, you know what I'm saying, doing all type of bad shit. I don't want that for you. I want you to be the one that be like, man, I'm going to college, man. No, I gotta get smarter because I gotta be the smartest person in the room. Information is everything. You understand? I'm talking about being smart is everything. It take you more places than running around with a gun at 12, 13, 14 years old, doing shit you ain't got no business doing, trying to hurt people or rob people or do shit like that as a young dude when you should be somewhere learning, getting smarter, so you can make an impact on the world and change things. See, your mind it can take you far. Your mind. You ain't necessarily got to play football. You ain't necessarily got to play baseball. Even though I know you love play baseball, you a hell of a baseball player. You know what I'm saying? I know you a damn good baseball player because I was coaching you. Because I coached you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I already know you got that going. But sports ain't always the way out, man. You know, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a scientist. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things you can do if you put your mind to it, son. You know what I'm saying? And all I want is the best for you. All daddy ever wanted was the best for you. You hear me? And you know, so I just want you to always remember that daddy love you, and that you gonna become a man one day. And like I said, the world don't care about your tears, so it ain't no sense of being soft and crying. It's just a waste of eye water. You hear me?
Yeah.
So, just make sure you understand that. And it's the importance of finding you, like I told you earlier, you're gonna become a king one day, right? And it's imperative that you find you a great queen. Get you a woman that like you for you, not for your money. You know what I'm saying? Even if you out here getting millions and millions of dollars, don't find somebody that loved you when you ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying? Find somebody that care about you genuinely. They not in it for something. Like they ain't got no motive. They just love you just because. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to always remember that. You know what I'm saying? Because some women, they'll play games too. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta know that you got to be able to see it when they playing on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said you got to be smart. You got to keep your eyes open. You got to watch certain things. You know what I'm saying? A woman that's going to treat you right, she going to treat you all the way right. And you going to be able to feel it. I'm not going to be able to tell you everything she going to do to make you, because you're going to become your own man. And it's going to be certain things you like and that you looking for in a woman. You know what I'm saying? I can give you advice on what to look for in a woman, but it's going to be certain things that you like in a woman that might not be what I consider I would like in a woman. You know what I'm saying? But you going to like a woman. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, because like I told you before, you know, we not doing none of that crazy. You gotta, sometimes you just gotta block out some of the shit that goes on in the world because it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? God made man and woman. Feel what I'm saying? Period. Man supposed to like women, women supposed to like men. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the world got screwed up the way it is, but we gonna stick to the we gonna stick to the real shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gonna do. We gonna like girls. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. We ain't gonna doing nothing different, right? Give me some dap on that, right? Shit, we ain't going out like that, right? So, you know, that shit is a no-no. So we not even, but we not gonna get into politics of that. I know a lot of people and shit probably ain't gonna like what I'm saying, but hey, shit, if y'all can raise yours the way y'all want, I can raise mine the way I want. You know, y'all feel y'all way, I'm raising mine accordingly, how I see fit. So, and that's what we doing. We standing on business over here. There's nothing wrong with being a man, son. By no means necessary. Being a man is a great honor. It's one of the highest honors. So to grow up and be a man is everything. And embrace it like that, because you're going to be a king one day. Not one of the kings that rule over people or nothing like that, but just a strong black man that stand on business. And you're going to be able to appreciate that one day, just like your daddy do. No matter what I go through, I appreciate who I am, and I'm proud of who I am, regardless of any circumstances I'm in, whether they good or bad. Good or bad come with the world. It's just how it is. You got evil, you got bad. You got evil, you got good. You got bad, you got, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's the way the world designed. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna be all right though. You know what I'm saying? Daddy gonna go knock this little shit out, and he gonna come home, and we gonna get right back like we never left, right? Until then, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna hold it down.
Say it louder. Say it
I'm
louder.
gonna hold it down.
Say that. That's all I wanted to hear. Never leave a soldier behind, right? You said that, right? So you go hold it down. That's all I need to hear. That's your word, right? And we don't break our word for nothing, right? No, let me hear you say yeah. Not,
Yeah.
All right. Shit, that's all I need to hear. So, you know, I just wanted to bring you on here and have a conversation with you, talk to you for a minute. And, you know, it's anything you want to say, you want to talk about, you want to get off your chest right now?
Nah.
You sure? You ain't got nothing you want to say to your dad? You ready? You ready to hold it down? All right. Well, this has been a great episode right here, General Conversation with my son, Lil Meech, the future king. In my eyes, my little 2.0, he gonna be better than me in life, period. And I'm proud of you, son, every day, man. You know what I'm talking about? And, man, thanks for tuning in, man. General Conversation at Meech Home. Get with me, man. It's the 10th Ward General. Salute.